This is our meeting from Monday, which would have been April 10th. This is our group meeting from Monday, April 10th. So I wanted to talk to y'all about accountability and some things, because I know a lot of people are gearing up to that credit sweep. And I feel like I had my credit clean 2 or 3 times before I figured it out. So that's why I'm the perfect candidate to coach y'all. Like, we not really fucking it up, the credit, because I know more about credit. I know more about credit now than I did months ago. Let me just say that. And what I want y'all to do with this is, we're gonna get y'all some cushion money for y'all credit or whatever, but we're going right to business credit, because on business credit, you're not counted against for your inquiries, and you're not against for all of the debt to income ratio that you have. Why is he coming? So yeah, once we get y'all a little credit established, 50K or something like that, just for like emergency money, and then we're going straight to business, because that's where you can really have some liquidation money. That's where you can really have some leveraging, scaling money. $10,000 startup ain't enough. $50,000 startup ain't enough. That won't get you to the commercial scale that you want to be in, where people know about your company in different countries. You know what I'm saying? So you need a bigger startup for that. And it's okay if you have $1 million startup. Your business might make $3 million a year, $4 million a year. Like, don't get scared of those numbers or whatever, because y'all got something that I don't have. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have a mastermind training when I started my business in 2014. So that's why I had to get my credit clean a few times before I realized it. Y'all really don't. If you take heed to what I'm saying and you pay attention, you really not gonna have to get your credit reclaimed, because you're gonna understand credit. You're gonna understand the APR. You're gonna understand paying them back, FICO score, knowing being prepared for tests, basically. Look at your credit as a test score. Every month you get graded. Every month you get graded. Your late payments, your usage, your credit usage, all of that is factored into your grade monthly. Your credit usage actually makes up 40% of your score. So if you have really high usage, that's why your score go down so much. You got high credit card balance. The age of your credit is like 20% of your score. Actually, no, it's another like 40% of your score. 20% of your score is like the derogatories, the late payments, and all of that. So you're being graded on all of that every month. Hello? Hold on, let me see why he's at my door. I'm correct, yeah. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Sorry about that. So just think about it as a test score, like a grade. You're getting graded every month. So even if you do have to max out all your credit cards for the month, like shit happened, you need a bunch of money. Okay, cool. But you got to make sure you got access to that money to put it right back before you're being graded on that. That's why it's important to have cash flow. That's why it's important to say, that's why I be telling y'all, know y'all number, know y'all place, because you gotta run the plays. Like, you might need to go flip something real quick because you know you're gonna make a definite 4,000 or 5,000. Go pay your credit card bill back before the 16, because it cycles. Y'all see I'm real busy, right? I I'm on Zoom with my mentorship. Do you want to tell them about wealth since you're a millionaire? Okay, do you want to talk to them and educate them about wealth mechanism? If not, I'm about to call you back. I'll call you back. That's my boyfriend. Okay, so yeah, so just make sure you knowing the dates, your credit card cycles. I literally have a calendar. Let me show y'all this calendar. I got everybody's stuff on there when I start cleaning this person's credit. So that way I can count and I can use my highlighters to mark off 7 days, 5 days, card experience, card TransUnion, stuff like that. Your Discover card is due on this day. Pay your credit card bill by this day. Even if I can only afford to pay the minimum balance due, I still can't let that go late. If I got bill collectors calling me and they trying to put $100 bill on my credit, I know I'm sweeping my credit right now. I know my credit is vital. I know I cannot get no hits on my credit. I can clean it off, but I gotta wait time to clean it off. Then I gotta start the process again. It's just too much building credit. So this is why you gotta learn how to work credit. You gotta learn how to work credit. You wiping their nose. Y'all calling, deleting y'all inquiries off as soon as you get approved or denied for something, that's wiping their nose. They don't even have a chance to report the shit to your credit. Another thing I want to tell y'all, I haven't did it right now, but this is another scheme. Before a new account, so new accounts decrease your score too. So when the credit company sees that you've opened up so many recent accounts, because some of the money is on the way for y'all. The people who credit is getting clean, and you get what I'm saying? We're going on a funding spree. As soon as their credit is clean and they have trades and stuff like that on their credit. So when those new accounts pop up on your credit, if you don't have a trade about to cycle to your credit, because you can't have no fraud alerts on there, you can lock your credit score. Say for instance, you get 5 credit cards in one day, Kesha, and you want that to not pop up on your credit score, because in 30 days, that's going to pop up on your credit score as all them new accounts. That's going to add to your debt to income ratio. We only talk about personal right now, because we got to start with personal before we can get top tier in business. So you can go freeze your Experian, your TransUnion, and your Equifax. So them accounts won't even pop up on there. The only thing is, before you can apply to a new credit card, you got to go unfreeze it.
And Jada, I'm sorry to interrupt you. That was the secondary credit bureaus you told us to freeze, correct?
These are the main primary credit bureaus.
Oh, okay.
So say for instance, like you get a loan right today, and then before 30 days, you go freeze your credit report. So they can't put that new loan you got on there, because that's going to decrease your score a few points, because new accounts decrease your score.
Oh, okay.
They see you have too many recent new accounts open. Credit companies look at you as thirsty, like you rely on credit. So why is she trying to open up 6 accounts in 1 month? So you go freeze the credit report. You know that you find out what day all of them is cycling on. If they all cycling on the end of the month, you go unfreeze it. You go add you another trade line to hit your credit. Go freeze it again once the trade line hit it. You can't add the trade line until your credit is unfreeze, because it won't post. So just keep all of these things in mind. It's about playing the game. Once credit and all of this become, you understand the significance and the importance of it, it's going to become a game. It's going to become a game, and it's going to be who can get the most credit cards on one day, who can get the most this on one day, who can clean the inquiries the fastest, who can run up, like, you know you want a $300,000 launch. You about to release your waist trainer brand, and you want a $300 launch. You want Eric and Tay wearing it. You want Ari wearing it. That's already $80,000. You want to be able to stock about. Anytime it's an online business, you don't have to stock big. I mean, you can plan for your restocks. Like you could say, okay, I want to do a $50,000 restock. I'm gonna order $50,000 in inventory, and now I'm gonna come up with a campaign. All my ads, everything is gonna be pushed, geared towards selling out of this $50,000 in profit. It didn't cost you $50,000, but that's what the restock is gonna make after you resell it for resale value, not wholesale value. What you got it for? It probably cost you $20,000, $25,000, but y'all got to negotiate that cost too. All your costs of startup need to be negotiated with contractors, inventory, supplemental costs as far as ink, paper, packaging, all of that. You need to try to do it for the cheapest. The cheapest. McDonald's sell that shit for the cheapest. Don't try to go spend all of the money to make the budget back. No, go try to spend as less as possible to make the budget. So if you buying hair for the year, try to see how your vendor can negotiate you a deal, because now you're buying masses of hair. You trying to get your hair for the year. So how much can you give me off? I know it would normally be 60,000 in profit to make, 60,000 to make 120,000 in profit, but no, I'm about to buy my whole 60,000 now. So can I get it for 40? Can I get it for 55? Can I get it for 50? You know what I'm saying? What can I do? Like, that's how you leverage, and you keep doing it. You got to be consistent. If it took you 3 months to make this $50,000, try to do it again in a month and a half. Try to do it again in a month. That's what it comes down to. So really be having on pen and paper what your passive income investments are going to be. Really have it in your mind. I don't know if you're going to be a realtor, if you're going to invest in real estate, vending machines, like anything that you think you want to do, a food truck, a food service, a cleaning service. Have it in your mind how much you want, what all business you want to be. Get close to 8 as you can, because I got 6. I have 6 things that is bringing me money on a monthly, daily, weekly basis. I'm trying to get all of them to making money every day. The real estate, I ain't gonna be able to make money every day with, because I would literally have to be selling a house a day as far as being a real estate investor. But if I was a realtor, if I added that to my belt, then I could possibly sell a house a day. And even that's gonna be hard, because realtors don't make their money until the house is sold. Then they get their 18-20% off the deal. So all of that leg room is gonna be their money. But I'm not being like these other realtors. I'm gonna have influence because I already have a brand. You're gonna have to pay for my consultations, pay for my viewings, pay to get on my booking site. I'm not running around with 8 customers, 8 potential buyers for no fucking reason, and they don't even buy the house. I'm not doing that. A lot of new realtors do that because they don't have clients and they just so desperate to sell the house, and that's their only income. But that's not gonna be my only income, so I'm not doing that. But it's about working smarter, not harder. I want y'all to really think about accountability, because you are accountable for making your $20,000 credit card $40,000. You are accountable for that. Look at that 20 like a way to make 40. That's how you got to look at that. You are accountable for that, or else why spend the 20 and pay interest? The Lowe's credit card is no interest for 6 months, or you can get a 5% discount on each purchase. But I always say no interest for 6 months, because I know for them 6 months, I'm about to be flipping that $8,000 credit limit, flipping. Like, instead of me going to spend my $8,000 on bundles, I'm gonna go spend that $8,000. Why I say Lowe's? Because you can liquidate money off of your department store cards. I don't know if y'all just seen my little reel. I'm gonna try to make more real content for y'all, but you can liquidate your Lowe's credit card. I can literally go get prepaid cards for up to $8,000. Go put that $8,000 into one of my brands that's creating cash flow, Airbnbs. Go spend $8,000 on getting 2 more Airbnbs, $4,000 each. Make a budget for $4,000 each per Airbnb. Go spend $8,000 on Amazon to be an Amazon seller on product for my Amazon store. Whereas right now I just got keychains and rechargeable AirPod holders. I'm getting ready to add I'm getting ready to create a whole new seller account for sanitizers, tissues, like an essentials account, soaps, all of that bullshit. And I'm gonna make another one for little, just whatever, an Amazon store for whatever. I could have used the $8,000 to go purchase hair or frontals from my vendor with the prepaid cards. Whatever I need to do with that credit card, I need to be making sure it's making money, or else I can just spend my money for all my miscellaneous or crazy stuff. But no, I don't even spend my money. I try to use my credit money first, because I'm stretching my money a little longer. All my money is responsible for is that minimum balance due. But since I understand APR, well, I'm gonna keep just paying the minimum balance due. When I know I can pay, I physically can pay the utilization back down to 30% or under 30%. Now they still loving me. Not in 3 months, if I keep doing that, they gonna give me a credit increase. Now other credit cards love me because they see my history with this credit card. It's a world. It's a world. Like, it's not really nothing. Like, you already know you spend a lot of money because you spend a lot of money. All your money be gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about using your credit card to where the way you spend your expenses work for you now. Your expenses work for you now, and you have to learn that even with $1,000 to your name, with 10,000 to your name, 50,000 to your name, you have to know that at the macro level. You have to know that at the micro level, and then you have to learn it at the macro level. You can't learn it at the macro level first. You have to learn it at the smaller level first. Because what I learned is that if you don't appreciate the small dollars, you won't appreciate the big dollars. You're not doing it on purpose. You just don't physically know. You're doing it subconsciously. All you were taught to do was pay your bills first, then try to stretch everything you got last. But no, sometimes you got to take that check and be late on your bills all the way to the 30-day mark and flip that money to get your bill money and get that money you started with back. You know what I mean? So many times my house note is due on the 1st, but I don't necessarily have to pay their ass on the 1st. I don't got to pay their ass till the 30th or the 29th, before whatever day, the last day. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just doing so badly, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to pay them till they about to really report to my credit. And now that I know how to clean credit, shit, I don't have to pay them and I can clean the late payment off. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go through that. I don't want to have to go through the process. I'm already working in my credit now. I'm already using my credit for financial freedom. So why even have to go through that? But it's like, I know what to do in that scenario if that was to happen. But I'm just saying, stretch your money, stretch your money. Look at all the ways that you're making money in life right now. I don't give a fuck if you sell dinners every weekend and you make $200. Look at everything that's bringing you money right now and try to multiply that. Babysitting, try to multiply that. Try to multiply that number. Any cost of expenses that is taking you in that business, use your credit for that cost of expense. Because now I know once I do make money from doing that, I can pay my minimum balance due back at least. At minimum, but I'm gonna learn APR. I'm gonna learn interest. I'm gonna see how much interest I'm being charged. I'm not gonna let the interest charge be more than I actually spent on the credit card. So I know I need to pay this back down soon before that interest start accumulating and that debt is higher than what it actually is. You know, the problem is we gotta stop spending it on things that is not gonna make money back. If you don't make money right now, that's cool. Just look at where your money coming in right now. Even if you got a job, say for instance, your job is your only way to make money. Okay, cool. You got one $8,000 credit card, or just say $1,000 credit card. Just $1,000 credit card. And I work a job. My job bring me like $4,000 a month, like $1,000 a week before taxes. So it's really less than that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take that $1,000 credit card. I only got one source of income. I only got one source of income. So I'm gonna take that $1,000 credit card. I'm gonna transfer all my bill money. I'm gonna pay my bills with all that credit card. My bills is $2,500 a month. So I'm gonna spend that $1,000 on something. Then I'm gonna come back, add another $1,000. I'm gonna take my bill money, which is $2,500. I'm gonna pay my $1,000 off my credit card. I'm gonna add $2,500 back and pay my bills back. So now that $2,500 that I was about to spend on bills just turned to $3,500 because I put it all on my credit card. So I still got $1,000 left. So with that $1,000 now, I'm gonna just be good until my next paycheck. When my next paycheck comes, I'm gonna pay my minimum balance on my credit card back. Y'all see how I did that?
Yeah.
With $1,000, you can't really invest, but it can accumulate. If you keep paying your bills on that $1,000 card, you put more bill money on the card than the credit limit was in the beginning, which is gonna still leave a revolving credit. You're showing them that you use money. You use the money to incur credit for yourself. So they're going to increase your limit in 3 months. So now your credit card is worth your bill money plus a little bit extra. Now you don't really got that much to invest anyway, but you can invest in a little side hustle, whatever it's gonna be. You're gonna sell dinners, you're gonna babysit, you're gonna take somebody to work, you're gonna, like, honestly, you should have so many side hustles right now. You should be Ubering, Uber eating, paying for, go get people grocery, Instacart. Like, you need to have like 3 of those going right now. Like, you too broke to have free time. at this point, how I look at it. Like, I literally wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and I don't go to sleep till like 12 or 1 o'clock until I like crash sometimes. So you really too broke to have free time. And all of those available hours, especially if it's after you get off work, you need to be trying to make more money to meet your quota. Whatever you want to say you want to make a month, you need to divide that by 30 and try to meet that number every day. It's too many free band businesses out here. You better do Lyft for 4 hours a day. You better do this, you better do that. If you don't want people in your car, then you better Instacart. You better go deliver people groceries or something like that. Like, build them side hustles up. You can't get nowhere being broke and not working, not increasing your work ethic. Do y'all have questions? Because I'm about to move on to something else.
Can you go back to the you said we need 3 side hustles right now, and then you said to add up we want to make a month and then divide that by 3?
Yes, get some side hustles because credit is soon about to be some side hustle for y'all. But you got to understand what to do with credit, what to spend your money on, what you're going to invest in. I'm not about to tell you to start a bundle business and all of that unless you're thinking about $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 startup, because it's not going to be successful. It's to be successful enough to where you might sell a few bundles of hair, but I'm talking about successful enough to where you got money to play with. No, it's not going to be successful. Even the people that's making money off of selling hair, they're not even seeing the same numbers unless they're doing the big campaigns, paying for the big brand ambassadors to shout their hair out, preparing for their restocks. They got a whole bunch of engagement on Instagram. Those are the people that's making money. If you don't even plan on doing half of that, you don't rely on social media to make money and traction for your business, you not into all of that posting, you don't want to do no photo shoot, like, don't go invest all your credit money on bundles. That's a business that you got to really work in to make money. Go and do something more passive where you know once you set this up, this is going to happen for you every month. Airbnb, I can't stress Airbnb enough because that's what I really did. So that's what I'm telling y'all to do, that because that's what I really did and am doing. So I know that that'll work for a lot of people. And that's something that you only got to set up one time and then it's done. If you automate it and do everything correctly the right time, the first time, then it's done. But I can't be on here longer than like 5, y'all. So ask me y'all questions. We about to go through an exercise because I got credit repair clients. Some of y'all know that. So I'm trying to get my letters out. I'm trying to do my stuff. I'm trying to be productive, but I still wanted to give y'all y'all weekly meeting because I know y'all I be needing it too. Like, I be needing to vent and get shit off my chest. And I know that y'all need that stuff coming from me as well. So I'm going to do a little exercise on Canva. I'm going to share my screen with y'all because I was telling y'all I was going to do the rubrics on the Facebook group. And that's what I've been working on. So that's what I'm about to finish up and show y'all. And y'all can ask me questions. Maybe you use Canva for your business or maybe you don't, but you can start. My stuff should have already been logged in. But yeah, I want y'all to really start thinking about what you're gonna do with your seed money. Because the coach gonna get it for you. The coach want her 10%. So the coach is gonna get it for you. It's just about what you're gonna do. I don't want people going back in debt. I want people to come up off this shit. Like, I want to see my mentees making money. Honestly, this is what I was gonna say too. A lot of y'all, I'm really trying to orchestrate a lot of y'all deals. Like, it's so many plans that I got right now. Like, I want to buy property in Houston. Like, if you can't download Redfin, REDFIN, go look at their market, go look at their houses. 4 or 5 of us can get on the same loan to own this house. Like, the reason why I said 4 or 5, or why I'm bringing y'all in on the opportunity to do it and like why she not doing it by herself, is because I only did enough taxes for $350K take home because I didn't want to owe the IRS all these fucking thousands. I already owed them a lot of money. I'm still in the payment plan from like 2020. So I got to pay them for 2020 and 2021. So I'm like, I didn't want to do that much. So I'm trying to do a dual mortgage. I already got a mortgage of $275. You're going to have to show, I could do it by myself, but it'll be way easier and it'll introduce some of y'all into investing as far as contracts, corporate investing, contracts, Black people made contracts a bad thing. Contracts are a good thing. You want to have 30% of something multi-million, or you want to have 100% of something 100,000. That's what it really comes down to. And I want to secure some of that property in Houston, more than one, because I understand the market. I know that them houses are not going to be 275 for long. And I know that those houses are going to go up. And I want to get some of those properties down there. Shit, we can sit on them. We can get Airbnbs in them to get, you know, split the money every month. And then if the housing market strikes gold again, like it just did, we will sell them, split the money. Like, that's how you come up. Like, you take a 11, 12, 15, $20,000 investment and make 80, 100, 120 from it. So we all leveraged our credit to buy a house in Houston, 4 of us. It would only take 4 of us, but another 4 can do it. Another 4 can do it. Everybody already said conglomerate can get on groups and do it. Okay, now we had this property. Now this property is worth 275, 312. We took a loan out. We're all splitting a, let's just say $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 monthly payment. 1,500 divided by 4 people. Or let's just say 1,200 divided by 4 people. That's $400 a month. Right? Wait, 4, 8, 12, 4 people, 1,200. 4, 8, 12. That's under fucking $300 a month for 4 people. That's 125. I don't know if y'all checking my math. Let me see. Yes. So it would be nothing, literally. The Airbnb would pay for the house. And then if the housing market strikes gold like it did in the next 5 years, we can all walk away good. That's just one flip. We don't love this house too much to where we won't sell it. We can't be attached to nothing. That's how people are renting cars on Turo. They only drive their own Escalade 8 days out the month, but it's on Turo for all the rest of the days out the month. But they don't have no attachments to it, because you don't want people in your car driving, touching your steering wheel, wasting stuff, smoking in your car. You love it too much, but do you love it enough to be paying $1,500, $1,700 a month for it, and it ain't making you no money, and it's just a liability? It's not an asset. No. So what? Get you another car that nobody got to drive. It's not that. It's not nothing. As long as it's an income. As long as it's an income, you can't live in the car. So that's what it's really about. I want to be able to orchestrate deals for y'all. I want to be able to say, hey, Ready, Set, Conglomerate, this is a great opportunity. Somebody get on it. My money might be tied up into a bunch of things. I can't free up 100,000, but I can get 5 group members. We all put in 20,000. I can do 20. We drop the contract. We got a strong legal team. It's done. Then we create tax liaisons on paper. So at the end of the year, when we really want to file 350, like I just did, because we want American Express to prove us for the unlimited cards and stuff, we don't want to say we ain't make no money during tax time, so we didn't get no refund or whatever, because we want to have that same amount in capital gains. Then we can go and write that $20,000 off as a tax write-off, quit claim that property into our business name. Now it's not affecting our personal credit. It's not factored into our debt to income ratio because it's on our business. So it's really not nothing. That $20,000 that you use for credit, one of your other ventures gonna pay that back. Or you can just have it revolving, paying money on it each month. You making money, as long as you're making money, as long as your expenses are less than what you're bringing in monthly. If you were bringing in $20,000 a month, your expenses of $3,000, $4,000 wouldn't mean nothing. If you're bringing in $30,000 a month, you got deals with Ready, Set, Conglomerate. You got you committed to a $400 payment on this mortgage, a $400 payment on this month. It doesn't matter as long as your expenses are not more than what you're making on a monthly. Does that make sense? So that's what it's about. That's how you're gonna get to a millionaire status. It's not working on your job. I don't want to offend nobody. It's not doing hair or makeup all day. It's not doing none of that. That's not how you're gonna become a millionaire. That's just gonna be enough to feed one income. So I'm gonna start designing this.
Canva really is the go. I love Canva.
I love Canva too. And the thing about it is you can get somebody to make you a real good looking template that goes with your brand colors and is the same font as your logo and all of that stuff. And then you could just come on here and design stuff. Because as a business, you need stuff every day. You need commercial graphics for your hours and just stuff you always want to talk about. But you might want to make a post and you want everything on your page to look cohesive. You need to come on here and make like a colored template or something like that. And I don't always do it either, but I'm soon about to have a social media marketer and assistant who can do all of that because I rather use my time for more higher level thinking stuff. Like this is just a gist of the stuff you got to do. Hold on, y'all. I can still hear y'all though, but I'm doing something. Do anybody else use Canva for their business?
I just learned how to do it the other day. Me and Demetri was on the phone talking, and she showed me how to use it, and I fell in love with that thing. I love it. It was so quick and convenient. It was so quick and freaking convenient, man.
Go look on YouTube too. Like if you want to know something too that you get stuck in there, you can go look at the tutorials on YouTube. And you got graphic designers that's doing Canva videos showing how they make graphics just to get people to look at their page and buy their little templates that they sell. Hold on.
Hey Jada, do you have any advice for the Toro business, or do you have anybody that you could direct me to that is doing like a course on Toro?
Ivy League Academy, she talked a lot about Toro.
Yeah, okay. So you tagged her in your post this morning on the story, and I went to her page, and the
That's one
Toro,
of my mentors.
yeah, the Toro class isn't available anymore.
You really, I mean, you don't need a class. I mean, it's good to take classes about every little thing if you see information, but you can find all what you need to know. You're very smart, Demetria, and you're young. You can find all that you need to know on YouTube, people talking about it. You can look on Toro website. They probably got tutorials. All you got to do is get a car. You can put your car you got already right now on Toro and start renting it like Airbnb. That's it. You can pay for the insurance through them, which is like the liability coverage that'll let people, if you know, other people are driving your car. So you got to pay through the insurance through them, or you got to have commercial insurance where you can have unlimited drivers driving. Mm-hmm. And you just put it on there. Like the most cars going for the most is the sweet cars, Cadillacs, the nice cars. Like the little cheap cars go for good too, and the minivans and all of that. Just any car you feel like people will want to rent. You get what I'm saying? But the Range Rovers and the Cadillacs and all of them executives be getting them cars. And you can say only Amex users can get this car. You can offer deals if they need it for a month. You can offer corporate, say only corporate people can rent it. You can do what you want with it. You don't really need a class. When we get into business credit and stuff, and once I start doing webinars and stuff, I'm going to be telling people what banks choose, you know what I'm saying, what banks approve you for the best auto loan as far as APR and interest is concerned. So get your bank through them. Credit unions, for one, is the best to go approve you for auto loans. But yeah, it's about how with certain banks you can get more than one car in one day. With certain banks, if they do your auto finance loan, you can go get a car from Tesla, Range Rover, Cadillac, Honda, Dodge, Chrysler, all the fucking car companies in one day with the same pool. And they not gonna know you got multiple cars in one day because they not gonna know until the 30 days. You're not gonna tell them, oh yeah, I just got regular. Like, no, you're not gonna tell them. That's how you wipe their fucking nose.
Good idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're starting a Toro business. You're starting a car leasing service. You're starting a rental car service. So you're gonna start with 5 cars because you know that only one car is gonna pay you only about $1,000 profit, if that, a month, because you gotta pay the bill on the car too. You gotta pay the car note too. So you need to have more than one. Oh my God. People are so negative. I'm literally watching. That's a good idea, but a lot of prepaid cards have a high fee for using the prepaid card. This one doesn't. Get ones that don't. I said this, get ones that don't. No buts. And it's only $1,000. So I can't even, she's basically saying, she's commenting on my reel. She said, that's a good idea, but a lot of prepaid cards have a high fee for using their prepaid card. You can either get cards that don't have a fee because you've already bought the card, or it's only $1,000. It's only a few $1,000s. How many times do you think you can spend? How many fees do you think you're gonna incur? Can't really incur that many fees for using that up. Y'all see Black people is just so negative and they're just so ready to downplay any type of information that's given to them for free. And that's why I don't teach for free. Because since people don't fear what they don't know, they're gonna be so quick to be like, yeah, but I don't think you should clean your student loans off. That's illegal. Or yeah, but it's a lot of interest on them. So no, you don't understand interest. You have to hurry up before the interest incurs. And Lowe's gives you 6 months of no interest.
Not illegal.
Right. And Lowe's gives you 6 months.
Not illegal.
It's whole illegal. Like, this is not illegal, sis. This is credit. You just don't know about it because none of your family had it. So your family wasn't able to tell you. This is what white people tell their kids. Use your credit card and pay your credit card bills now. Keep your utilization down. Keep it down every month. And we're going to pay back half your utilization every month. And then you're just going to keep doing this over and over and over again. When you get my age, you're going to be really set off credit. Like this.
And they tell us Black folks, oh, you don't need no credit. You go to college and then
you're going to go in debt.
And you go to 9 to 5. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I like to read people because people really don't know, but they speak out of fear. They speak out of fear, and fear is a language, y'all, because if you speak fear, this person speak fear, that person speak fear. It's like, yeah, no, we don't want to use it. We are scared of the interest, right? What she said. Okay, so what was the first thing that I assigned for y'all to do with this group members?
The very, very first thing?
Yes, I think it was to
sign up for Identity IQ.
Yes. All right, I'm looking at Discord too.
No, I think the first thing you said was to send you, you had to list the questions for the questionnaire and we had to fill that out.
So let me see. Identity IQ was definitely the first one. Hold on.
Are you responding to her, Jada?
No, this somebody else. I'm off of that.
Oh,
This somebody credit who I'm working on, and she had charge off payments and just a judgment on her name. I guess they just took her taxes or whatever. We've been going through it all day, and this is another reason too why I don't like cleaning credit. They took her taxes for a judgment that she had, but it's your real debt. Just because it's not on your credit report, it's your real debt. You owe this money to this company. It's just not your buying power. So we've been literally going back all day because she thinks she get her $450 back. And it's like, sis, I'm not giving you shit back. Your credit report, your credit score is clean. And her score went up 30 points. I started working on her credit. It was like 513. Her score is like a 612 right now. She like, you could just stop on my credit right now. It went up. I'm like, your score went up 100 points. She like, right, you could just stop doing it right now. And if you could just give me half my money back, I'd be happy. No, you're not getting none of your money back.
That was your work.
The money back.
You did.
She was so happy. She was so happy when the shit fell off, but it's tax time. They coming for their money. Federal or state money that you owe. This was for, I don't even know what the charge off was. I would have to look at her account, and I've done a few clients with her, so I don't even remember what the charge off was for. I just wrote the letter and put the name of the collection, and they removed it from her credit, but they still put a judgment on her name, and they took the money. And I had to explain to her, like, baby, this is your real debt. Like, even if your student loans come up, them is your real debt, and that is federal money. So if they go to try to garnish you, they're gonna be able to garnish you. So still have some good things set up with them.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Still be on deferment because you don't want them to put it back on your credit. So I'm still gonna recommend deferring and doing whatever it is that you're doing, but you can defer and they can charge you as much interest as they want to charge you because it's not affecting your credit. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Like, so these are really your debts. If you dispute a credit card, no, you cannot go back to that credit card company. They're going to say, either they're going to, and honestly, no, actually that's changed. If they dispute it off and they close the account completely and you knew you owe them money, sometimes when you go back and try to open up an account with them, they won't have no record of that in their system, and it'd be like a whole just wiped out if they disputed for identity theft. Who is this?
I can't believe she asked you for half her money back. Like, you ain't even had nothing to do with that.
Girl, okay? And like, I had to explain to her, like, and this is why I teach the significance of understanding credit. Because you need to understand credit. Like, you need to understand it. Nobody can really teach you what you don't if you're not willing to understand. So that's why I do that, because people don't even be knowing credit. But I'm done writing her. Yeah, no, I'm not talking to them Instagram people no more because they slow. None of them even have no credit card. You can do that with, did you guys get a chance to see my reel?
No, and I have your post notifications on. I don't know why I didn't get it.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, I posted a reel.
With the credit card at Lowe's?
You can do that with Target. You can do that with any department store card. Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Sears, JCPenney, anywhere that they offer gift cards. Sam's Club, that's a real good one.
Okay, so when you walk it up to the register, what are you supposed to tell them? You just say, I want to buy this with my credit card, and
yes.
What are you saying? Oh, it say give me the money back?
No. It's a gift card. I went in there and bought them. prepaid Visa debit gift cards. So you
Mhm.
say, how much money do you want to load on it? The gift card, they don't have no more than $500 ones because people didn't use them. You're leveraging their credit.
Okay.
The white people and the black people that's up on the shit in the swipers.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why none of them stores, no store that you go to here, unless you go far out, they not gonna have no $500 ones. So you're gonna have to use $200 ones or something like that. You tell them you want to put 200 on this card. You need 5 of them to make 1,000. You pay for it with your credit card. I don't need $8,000 of Lowe's money where I can only spend this at Lowe's. I don't need $8,000 worth of building material, but I do need maybe $4,000 to invest in some hair, and I can pull it off my Lowe's credit card. You know what I'm saying? My minimum balance due is $138 a month. So if all else fails, if that $4,000 that I spent that hair on, I don't sell no hair, or I just sell one bundle, I can go pay that minimum balance due. My utilization is going to be high because I spent 50% of that credit card, but it's okay. It's not a negative. It's not a late payment, and I can pay that utilization down once I flip the hair, and then my utilization is back at 0%. Then they like, okay, use your credit card again. We're gonna give you an increase if you use it. You know what I'm saying? The more you keep using it, they're gonna give you increases. If you show them that you use more than 8,000 on a monthly basis and you do that 3 times, you're for sure gonna get an increase because it's showing them, hey, approve my limit. Y'all see I didn't use this 8,000 up more than one time, and I didn't put the money back, put the money back, put the money back. Y'all know I got it. So give me a higher limit. And that's why I told y'all to work them secured cards too. Because them secure cards, you use them like your debit card. Oh yeah, you'll be straight. Okay, I want to copy this. And I'm not using my computer with the mouse. So it's just gonna take me a little longer to design this. It's a way to copy. How do you copy on here? I think it's just like, because on the phone, it's literally, oh, let me admit this person.
So Jada, I'm naive to this. So wait a minute. So when I go up there and I got all these prepaid cards, I'm buying them with my credit card, but I'm taking them to the ATM and getting the money out. Is that what I'm doing?
You can. A lot of the cards don't work at the ATM, but you could just spin it. Like if you got to go pay a bill, you want to go to the mall, just use the or if you want to order.
See, I seen you counting cash there, and I was just like, how did she get this cash?
That was for marketing purposes.
Oh, okay. I got it.
I don't use cash. I don't understand how y'all use cash.
Me either. I don't have it.
My card for everything. I don't never break cash. That's the worst thing to do is break cash, because once you break $1 or $100, it's gone. So I use my card for everything so I can go reallocate those funds and see what I spent on what. So yeah, I just use that because credit, debit, cash, that's all the same thing. Same tool. It's a tool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just show people that because I know people were going to be drawn into that because it's cash, but your same cash can be spent like your debit card. I know for me, if I'm flipping my money, I'm doing it online. I'm buying something. So that's what that means. Cash, debit.
Okay, got you.
Same thing. I said identity IQ account, download NAV, FTC report. I'll say identitytheft.com. Have you guys done your identitytheft.com report?
Yes.
Please do those, because either I'm cleaning your credit or if you're going to work on doing your credit yourself, you're going to need that. If I'm cleaning your credit by you having all your homework done, it's a reason why I signed everything that I signed. It's a method to my madness because I know it's going to be an instance where we going to need that. You know what I'm saying? If I said do a business bank account, I know you're going to need a business bank account. So that's why I'm saying do these things. Hey, Sienna. Shana. I keep wanting to call her Sienna. Hey, Shana girl.
Hey.
It was some hi Kendra Moss. I'm pulling up your I have started your credit. I know I haven't called you or given you an update, but I have started your credit. I'm gonna be reaching out to you because I do need your SSN, a copy of that, and I do need your ID. Okay, Kendra?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Dree. Kendra, did you hear me? I'm gonna say business bank accounts because you can do multiple ones with the same LLC paperwork and all of that. What else did I say, guys?
Get the EIN and Dunn's number if we didn't already have that.
Oh, I said Dunn's number. Because for the group, I want y'all to start. So I'm gonna make the first kind of post today, just posting some of the progress that I've been working on in the Facebook group. And I want y'all to follow my lead and do that too. So if you're getting your name updated, if you're getting your increase off, whatever might be happening on your journey, post that for motivation. Let us know what you're doing, what you're working on. You never know, one of us might have a question about what you're doing and want to be like, okay, we got to do that too. So post that for each other so we can see in case we forget anything. I heard that EDIL, did y'all get the EDIL grant for that 10,000 where you said if you had 10 employees and you got 1,000 per employee when they was first giving out all that money? I heard that it's back open and they're giving out another 10,000 or the people who got denied. So I know I tried to do it for my mom and daddy and all of them once. And I think my mom got denied. So them same people who got denied, like they're being reconsidered first. That's what I heard. Like 2 people told me. I haven't had a chance to tap in, but they have been sending emails because I did it for multiple businesses. I even did a tax return for my Flossy First business for 2019, just to try to get it.
So do they ask for any proof of the employees, or you just say on the application that you have like?
No, they didn't ask for proof. They just said, how many do you got?
Okay.
So that's something we could fabricate, because I wouldn't even hip to that.
Hell yeah, I'm mad as fuck. I said 3 employees, and then I found out they was giving out 10 per employee, and my damn daddy got 10, and I got 3,000 for the EDIL grant. They gave out a grant first before they was giving out loans.
EDIL grant.
Is that it, y'all? I think that was it.
I missed. How long y'all been on here? Oh, I thought my shit died.
How long have we been on here? We've been on here for a minute, but the replay will be on there. I was just talking about accountability first and just knowing what we're gonna do once we get the credit money, because you really got to know what you're gonna do. Like literally, I just got a few cards this morning actually, because every day I go for approvals for my stuff because I constantly want to have seed money to invest. So I got maybe like 18K today. I'm going after way more. That was just on a personal side. I'm really trying to build my personal profile to have 20 accounts. And then once they have 20 accounts, I'm going over to strictly business. I got 5 net 30s, 5 net 60s, and I'm working on some net 45s. And then I'm only getting business funding. So I'm trying to build up my credit profile, make it look strong. One of my mentors, Kim 500, he told me that an 850 credit score looks like 20 to 30 accounts. So that's why I'm trying to build my accounts. I don't have enough accounts. I only have 15 accounts open.
Right.
My mortgage, my cars, and all of that. So I'm trying to build my account, and then I'm gonna, clean my inquiries and all of that, and then I'm gonna go after more of my business funding. So I'm not even touching. It's a bunch of credit that I got just set aside. The cards ain't even activated. They not in my wallet. Oh, the cards are activated because if you don't activate your cards in enough time, they will close the account.
They can close them.
Yeah. So the cards are activated, but they're not even in my wallet because I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do with that money. I'm either getting a food truck. I want to take a Botox and fillers course where I'm doing like lip injections and all that shit. And the course is like $30K. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because that's back in service and all of that. I don't know if I'm gonna try to get more Airbnbs, if I'm gonna try to get a house. California is doing a tax foreclosure auction this month. All you got to do is have $5,000 deposit. It's gonna be virtual. I don't know if I'm gonna get one of them houses because the bank can't sell a house for more than what it's owed on the house. That's why it's being foreclosed. So you can reach out to these people that's about to lose their house before they lose their house and say they about to lose their house for 80,000. You can offer them 100,000. You know what I'm saying? So they won't lose their house. Well, it won't be a bad link on their credit because you about to have a whole foreclosure on your credit. I'm gonna give you 80,000. That way you can walk away with something, your dignity, some money. You ain't just losing a fucking house. But in return, I'm about to get millions of equity in this house. I'm trying to see though, because I feel like a wise blind man told me, a white man, and he told me this how he made his fortune. The man was filthy rich. I'm trying to see. I think it was just God being an angel trying to really put me on to my biggest deal of my life so far. But I'm like, it's too good to be true. I cannot believe it's about to be taking candy from a baby, my first million like this. So I'm just praying or whatever because I know that a lot of people be deterred from information. People be like, oh my God, that's too good to be true. But sometimes when you're blessed and you're living in your purpose and God knows that you're a good person and that you got dignity, you got a heart of gold, you're not out to get nobody and you're really doing everything that you could be doing. And if you're not, you're working towards doing that. Sometimes he do make things fall in your lap and it's favor. It's favor, and all the time favor is not fair. So I'm just trusting God because you only had to put a $5,000 deposit down. But I feel like hedge funds are coming in, snatching up all of the property because they got so much money. We can have a hedge fund right now. If everybody on here had $120,000 in credit right now available or business credit, we could be a hedge fund. We can have exemptions. Right. We could file that separate. You could be filing, Dree could be filing her business separate, and that's just one entity, her EIN on another business. And she could also have a whole nother corporation that she's a part of and filing that entity separate too and filing that as another income. We could have a hedge fund. We could go buy a bunch of those properties. Like we could do big things. We could get our own apartment buildings.
Right.
Yeah, we can get our own franchise. We can do all of that. We just got to put our money in a pile together. Don't nobody want to accept 100% of the risk, the hassle, or what it takes, the cost. So this makes more sense. This is how businesses become big glass building downtown because they joined a hedge fund. They joined a conglomerate of some sort. They didn't just front all their money to begin with because it wasn't enough in the first place. And it wasn't enough to get to the next level, like the big leagues. We still in the little leagues right now, but we trying to get to the big leagues and we trying to do it in this lifetime. How you see people in their 40s and their 30s and their 50s, like how they become millionaires. This is how, guys. This is how. It's not rocket science. It's like creating the right business deals for you on paper. Your brains and your mindset is what structured the deal. You created the blueprint. Like I literally just went downtown. I literally just went downtown or whatever, and I seen that they got these prefab houses. Do y'all know what prefab houses is? Let me pull them up.
I was gonna say, Jada, it's so crazy that you said that because Newt the entrepreneur, I bought his course and he teach on that, and it is that easy. Like Philadelphia is where it's at. He was like, don't buy a single home, get like a duplex or a triplex or something like that. And it really is that easy, like going on the auction site, calling people.
My mentor just told me that it's easier to buy a plaza than it is to buy a house right now. Like they want to see less paperwork to buy something real big like that with your business credit than to buy a house. Why wouldn't you have a plaza right now charging people and big businesses and T-Mobiles and shit like that to be in your plaza? it's scary because it's just like, oh my God, why would I do that? I'm so scared to do that. But look at this prefab house for $4,000. And it's not fake, it's real. I'm gonna show you them on Alibaba. These are model pictures, but they got them for real on Alibaba. Wait, no, this Home Depot. You see how now this is a perfect example of a fucking pre-sale item. They got this off of Alibaba for probably $8,000 or some shit. But they had to ship it over here, so it was expensive. You see how much they charging for it? This is a prefab house. You could fit this in your backyard. Now, this is the ones that I wanted to show y'all. I was downtown. This is what I was saying. I was downtown, and they just bought. It's some new fucking condos in the new center area. It's some new condos, and they're all prefab houses. Nobody built them. They bought them from China like that. They're all prefab houses. And they bought them from China like that. The only thing that they paid for was the shipping. Who is this person outside my house? They just made the Airbnb next door to my house an Airbnb. And I know in the summertime they're gonna know it's me, because if it's a person from here renting it, they're gonna know, oh, that's Jada from Instagram. But hopefully it's all people from out of town. But it's probably not. Because Airbnb be people in the area that just need a house right now. Like, it's a huge market on Airbnb. Like, it's every people. I've actually rented an Airbnb here. It was downtown. So it'd be people in the state renting them, and it'd be people that be coming from out of town. But I'm mad they just made it an Airbnb, because that bitch be banging, and it'd be new people in it every other day. They be having so much trash outside, and you know they not from out here, so they don't take care of it. It's just like they be throwing trash on the porch. Just little dumb shit. Now look at this. This is exactly how the loft downtown look. I bullshit you not. This is exactly how the loft downtown look. It's all glass mirror windows, and these is prefab houses, and they charge. I called. Let me see if I can Google the number still to know the name of the place. It's all prefab houses, and they charge $3,300 a month to live there. And this is per unit is $2,800, and it's a bunch of units in this thing. But this is what prefab houses is, y'all. Y'all see that? So these people probably spent about 200, 300K on the big ass building, because it was a real big building. And then they had the basement dug out. They bought the land, they leasing the land, and they had the basement dug out, and they set they had to make sure that the ground is not like marsh, and it's buildable. Like, you can build on this actual land, and it will hold a housing structure. But they fucking made this a big condominium downtown, and I called them, and the rent is $3,300 a month. And that's the American dream. It's not what we think it is. They just bought that shit from China. They literally probably paid more for the shipping than they paid for the actual house, the building structure, because it's all of these little shipping containers. But they just made it look sweet, because and if for some reason I can't even find the good ones on here now, because I already was searching Alibaba for them, because I wanted to add one in my backyard. But the shipping is too fucking high. Look at this building. This is a prefab building. They made the building over in China. These are really shipping containers. The whole thing is made out of shipping containers, but you can put electricity and power in them. Damn, look, Audi got them one. And this probably their supplier too. Audi not about to pay no fucking Americans millions of dollars to build this shit. And that's gonna take too long. We make millions and billions every day. We need this shit to put together already. You just gotta put this shit together, and it's quick. We got our basement dug out, and that's that. But they know, and you gotta think, all the people it's only about a good 20 people that made that deal go around. It's only about a good 20 people that made the deal happen. The smart people, the higher level thinking people, the people who got the credit, the people who got the brain, the mindset, and the money. The builders, the people that's gonna work in this fucking place, the people that's gonna put the windows in and install it, which is gonna be some Mexicans and stuff like that. Them people is not who got the smarts to why you looking at this building like, oh my God, this is beautiful. This happened. I did this. No, it's only about 20 people that all put their money together and did and leveraged the idea and made it a possible thing. They delegated, they hired workers to do everything else. Where's my stuff? It should be a draft saying. So do y'all understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't think small no more. Like, there's no room for it. These people did not use their money. They didn't have enough money to use their own. They used what the bank was willing to give them. And they knew that they could get dumb motherfuckers in the house and they was gonna charge $3,300 a month to live there. So the deal made sense on paper, because in about, let's just say if we fill the whole house up and we making $100,000 a month, 3,300 times 10 people. Who is this man? That must be a Jehovah's Witness. Let's see if they making, let's just say they making $100K a month. They probably only took them 300 or 400K to get all the prefab houses, get everybody to put them together and make the electricity and all, get the whole thing wired with electricity, the water wired through it, all of that. They probably bought the prefab house for $200,000, paid $80,000 to ship it over here on a boat, and paid everybody to put it together. So they probably only out about 300 grand. And they're smart, so they definitely decreased that number as much as they could. They didn't try to spend the most of the money on it. They tried to do it for as little as that they could. They charging $3,300 a month times 100 people live there. They making, if 100 people can fit in that building, which I don't know if it could be 100. It probably was about, it could have been about 80 units, but let's just say 100. That's $330,000 a month. A month, because all of their tenants pay $3,300 a month. They paying the bank back in 3 fucking months. 1 month. If they make this a month and they took out a $400,000 loan, or they used $400,000 of their credit because they used all their credit cards, they liquidated all their credit cards, they maxed out their unlimited credit card with Amex, and they make this a month, they don't give a fuck about maxing their credit card out. They can pay their loan back in a fucking month if they want to. They can, once they apartment building get 100 people in there. But it's probably gonna take a few months before it get all the way fucking booked up. Or maybe not, because they already paid for marketing, billboards. They already took commercial pictures and showed people what these look like. So people want to stay there. People riding past want to stay there. It probably wasn't hard for them to fill it up. It's only 100 units. You know how quick it is to fill up 100 houses downtown, and we got all these people that need to work downtown, and we can go talk to Quicken Loans and tell them we'll give them an incentive for living here. We'll give you guys $100 off your rent to stay here. It's brand new construction. Come on now, that's not nothing. So they used their credit to do that. They paid that shit back in a month. Now they got that $400,000 to do it again. That's it. But it's the haves and the has not. It's the who's and the who's not. It's the do's and the don'ts. It's who's gonna really do it. A lot of people really not gonna do it. It sounds real good because I'm making it sound real easy to y'all. So you like, shit, I'm about to do that. But okay, once you get your 400,000 on paper, is you gonna forget the prefab house play? Is you gonna be trying to go to auctions this month to try to price you out some land to see how much the land costs? Are you gonna organize a group of people and get together with other like-minded people like me and try to get them to put their seed money on this because it's a real idea, and hopefully they buy into it or they understand the assignment and they really do the shit? Who's gonna really do it? Who's gonna make the deal? It's about who's gonna do it. I already told y'all I could have did a $450,000 investment grant if I would have really went. Now it's government money, so they really gonna make sure you did what you said you was gonna do with it. But how they gonna know is because you're gonna be paying your payments back. If you're not paying your payments back, then they know you didn't do what you said you was gonna do with it. So they're going to be knowing because you're gonna be paying them back. You making $330,000 in one fucking month, you can pay they ass back a lot sooner than they thought you could. They don't really look at your business plan and dissect it. That's for you to put your social security number down on the line to do. You already made sure it was a good idea. That's why the fuck you is choosing to put this in your name. It's not for the bank teller to be like, oh, no, but you're going to have a problem at A, B, and C. Her job is to come there and pass out money. The more deals she closed, the more loans she closed, she's making the company a whole lot of fucking money, passing money out to you. She's not dissecting your plans on paper. You got to do that in your mind. You got to make sure this is a good enough thing for you to do because you spending a lot of fucking money on this shit. You got business partners. You got to hold your end of the bargain down. That's all it comes down to. We don't got to think small. The people who are millionaires are not geniuses. They just don't think small. They just don't think small. They're not fucking Einstein's descendant. They just don't think small. They're organized. They're calculated on paper. They're businessmen. They're businesswomen. They backing shit up. They got 850 credit score. So when they come in the bank roll out the red carpet for them. Let me pay my damn internet bill for California. They gonna keep calling me. Hold on. Hello? Hi, yes, let's go ahead and pay the oh shit, she hung up on me. I was about to say, let's go ahead and make the payment. Shit. But that's what it's all about, guys. Not using money to look cute and get fresh on bitches and all of that. It's about using this money to make sure you really got it like that. To make sure you really got it like, and it's not hard. Like once it's just work. It's just paperwork. It's about sitting down, writing out a 30-page business plan, knowing what it needs to make every day, bringing it up to what it needs to make every day, creating a business to where this business is making money every day. Why? Because I've marketed. I've had heavy social media presence. I've engaged with my customers. I have my customers on text message. I have my customers on email chain. So now, I have my customers on email chain. So now they know me. They know that I do a sale every Friday. They're looking for that sale. Like, so that's what it's about, guys. It's not about talking yourself out of doing shit. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it makes dollars, it makes sense. Because right now, you just sitting on Instagram for 3 hours. That don't make dollars. So if you have to get this together for 3 months and get your first Airbnb going, you need to do that. You guys have questions? We're about to wrap it up. I actually have to go to Home Depot. 2 of them. So this meeting was really to talk to you guys about accountability. What are you gonna add to the group? I know I serve a lot of value in the group. I bring a lot of purpose and value to the group. How are you gonna do that for Ready Set Conglomerate going forward? Are you gonna be an active member, always showing up to the classes, always showing up, always posting in Facebook, different gyms, being a resource? Is some people already helping other group members, being a resource to them? Are you going to utilize your business funding and create opportunities with your peers to where you guys can both gain wealth, generational wealth? Because I don't need you to help me do no small shit, Mia. I need you to help me do some bigger shit. Don't try to come in and help me do what I'm already doing. I'm already doing that. Let's do something bigger together, because now together we make two. It's not one no more. So are you going to put people on? Like, what are you offering to the group? What type of accountability are you going to serve? Are you going to really do all of the homework? Are you going to really, because like eventually, let me just give y'all one more expectation. Eventually, the people who are seeing reels on Instagram and seeing us all tapping in when we at the round table at an event, because I want to start throwing events. I already ordered the shirts for you guys. If you haven't given me a shirt order to your size, please do that. And I got that on Shirtsy. That is a business line of credit that I got for my business. It's a Net 30 account. It's called Shirtsy. And I'm ordering you guys Ready Set Conglomerate t-shirts off of that website, utilizing my business credit to do that, and I'm going to get company shirts for all of my brands as well, because they want to see frequently. So I actually did like two shirts. I'm doing like small orders. It doesn't have to be like a big, large order. They want to see frequency, how much you pay, and then you pay it back at the 3-week mark. So it's not counted as a cash payment, and it increases your payday score. But yeah, we're going to have outings and skating parties and go up to different villas, maybe go out of town, go out the country, just hype ass shit, because we're gonna have business credit. If we all got a Ventura card or just a Sky Miles card, why we can't book a trip?
Period. Oh my God. I love these outing ideas.
Period. Like,
oh my goodness. Period.
Points for traveling now. So why not go?
Oh my God.
We meeting with our group. Like, we're gonna have fun. Like, it's not about once you really labored already for your life, you can start enjoying the fruits of your labor. So that's what it's really about. Yes, that's what it's about.
And I love
traveling. Period. And that's what it's about. Traveling. You don't want to be.
Jay, accept my request on Facebook.
Okay, I'm about to do it right now. Here's a Ruben girl getting.
Jada, my daughter got in the car. She said, "Oh, she's pretty." I said, "Okay, you just looked at her out of everybody. That's her."
Who is that talking? I can't see your mic.
You can't see me?
Well,
this Tamika.
I got it put down because I'm trying to multitask and show y'all this CANVA stuff. I ain't looking at none of y'all right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, girl. Hey, daughter.
She said, "Hey, daughter." She said, "Hi."
But
yeah, so guys, I'm gonna see this guy typo.
So Jada, I'm sorry, before you wrap up, this is Chelsea. I just want to pay to get my sweep so I can continue on with the group.
Okay, text me, Chelsea.
Okay, on Discord.
No, just text my phone. If you guys don't have my phone number, I'll put it in the chat right now. I am gonna get a company phone number for us or whatever, because honestly, y'all, I do not like people calling me about business, but I'm a businesswoman now. So everything, all my phone calls it's like whatever, like it's not nothing. So you guys can text me, try to text me first, and then I'll call. A lot of times people have texted me and I have just called they ass like, hold on.
Okay,
So this is my number, guys. Feel free to text me and ask me your questions and stuff. And then a lot of questions that are about the group stuff, you can't put them in Discord because you might have somebody else question and you answering that question, so you don't have to text me about that. Only text me about personal private stuff that you're not gonna put in Discord. Any other question that might be a commonly asked question that your other group members might have, please put that in Discord, just because it might be saving me answering somebody else's question. Okay, why is this saying this? Here's a rubric to getting caught up for all the new conglomerate members.
Jada, are we going to eventually talk about like real estate and things that you know about flipping and stuff like that? Because I'm interested in that too.
For sure. For sure. And I'm going to start bringing people on the platform to talk to y'all, like people in my network right now, and just that I feel like are definitely resourceful. I'm gonna start introducing all of those people. Like I just was setting up something with my lender and my tax lady. My lender for sure, because he's gonna show you guys how to get y'all first house. It's gonna be so lit when everybody posting they just first house. So understand how people gonna want to join the group. But I was saying this to say, what type of accountability are you gonna serve in the group? Because the thing about it is, once everybody get so far and caught up. We structured, we getting credit. We already moved to business credit. We just wrote our business plans. We getting startup money. We doing grants. It's gonna be hard to try to start back at square one with people. But I plan on hiring like different group admins to do that because I do want to spread the information. But that's why I want a solid bulletproof platform to where people could just follow it and join in and tap in. But it's just like them people ain't gonna be a part of our deals because we're so far ahead of the game. You're gonna be doing deals with people at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be crazy if everybody really tap in and do their part. Like it'll be crazy. So it's just like definitely do this. Like y'all doing this hard work for y'all because, like I said, when the stuff comes on the table, you want to be a qualified partner. You want to be able to say that. You don't want to just hear about other motherfuckers getting money. So you want to be able to say that. So definitely. I got a bunch of graphics that I'm about to post in this Facebook group anyway. But let me accept these friend requests. And some people I'm kicking out too because they was in this group. They not even supposed to be in this group. So
You okay, Mimi?
but yeah, definitely know how you're gonna have your passive income coming in. Try to get close to 8 if possible, because most millionaires have 8. It's a proven fact in study. You can look it up. So try to get as close as possible to 8. Guys, send me your reviews on just anything you want to say. I know a bunch of y'all did already with Jotform, and I'm so happy that y'all did because I'm gonna be able to oh no, that's not the one I wanted. I'm gonna be able to use that little review thing that I had made. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna be able to use this and post it there just for stuff to post in the group. Admission is closed right now, so we can just get people geared up to when it does open back. Like I'm gonna start a Jotform. And then I'm gonna just, get people who can submit signups and stuff like that. Because the thing is, we still want to leave the opportunity on the flow. If it's a person that's already kind of knowing about credit and stuff like that, and they just need somebody to go after funding for them and all of that, they could be an asset to the group. But a person that still got to get their credit clean and all that, we don't really want some people because it's just like, it's a different type of quality of a person if you got to explain to them credit and the significance of credit too. This got to be like a lifestyle. Having a credit-based life, that's a lifestyle. You guys, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lifestyle to not have to pull no cash out your pocket. Like, because I don't pull cash out of my pocket. Like it's not a thing that I'm doing. Like it's not a thing for me. Why I can't get back to the screen? How do I get back to the screen, y'all? Oh, I see y'all now. I got so many tabs open.
Jada, I have one more question too before we get off.
Go ahead.
I know you talked about kind of building a team and not wearing all the hats in your business. So like for me, for example, like can we discuss maybe next time how to build that team and to find reliable, trustworthy people? Because I really don't have nobody that I can, like, for example, when I get the Airbnb stuff up and running, like, movers for furniture, people to help me assemble. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be doing all of that, but eventually I'm gonna have to build a team. And it's like, I really don't have nobody that I can rely on for real.
Okay. So basically, I'm still building my team. As you guys know, I'm having a hiring event this month. I'm still working out the dates and the venue, but I'm having a hiring event this month. Honestly, it's just about letting your guard down. Like, what's your sign, Demetra?
Leo, girl.
I can tell. I knew you was a Virgo or Leo or something. I knew it. That's why I asked you, what's your sign? I thought you was about to say Virgo. I was about to say, because we hate to assign a person a job. It's like we want to be an administrator.
Yes, we want to get it done ourselves. If
but
it ain't
nothing, fuck it, you doing it wrong. Give me this shit.
Right, it ain't done right.
So like, you just really gotta trust people. Only hire people that can do it. Like Your team might be right around you. Like, you know, this person is a working person, but you want to pay her an extra $300-$400 a month just to get this done for you because you love how on time she be prompt all the fucking time. She gonna definitely remember. She gonna remind you. She takes the initiative. Like, for Airbnb, everything gonna be automated. If you watch the Airbnb replay, you understand how to automate your Airbnb. Keyless lock entry, very close relationship with your cleaning company because they're gonna be the people that's going to your listing more than you. I don't go to none of my listings. I ain't been back to Cali since since I got it together. Like, I had somebody check in today. I checked on her. Like, what's up? You good? You got everything? I put some complimentary Coca-Colas in the refrigerator. What's up? So that's all I do. Like, I'm automated 100%. You got a very close relationship with your cleaning lady. You're going to look on TaskRabbit for cleaning ladies. You're in Michigan. I have cleaning people. People are out here charging hourly for cleaning. You can find a cleaning company, somebody who can always clean your listings. That's not hard. Don't let that deter you from getting your bag because it's not nothing. Cleaning lady, everything keyless. So that's for your sake. And you can get cleaning people off TaskRabbit, Craigslist, anywhere. You can hire somebody. Your own cleaning. Like, honestly, we get so many cleanings now. We're taking one of them LLCs for the cleaning companies and making it a real cleaning company, building it up on paper, hiring people. We about to start paying them $15 an hour to clean for us because we get cleanings every day. We got so many Airbnbs. You're not about to make $125 off of us or for multiple houses every day. My cleaning ladies is eating right now, but I ain't tripping because I want them to eat. I want them to eat. I want them to eat because they answer for me the first time I call. I can literally get a cleaning at the drop of a dime. So I want them to eat, but it's just like, you also got to know your worth too. You know, you don't want to be too good for people. You want them to be able to graduate to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, because if you don't, it kind of spoils them too soon. Like, you clean 4 houses a day, getting $125 each. I ain't tripping because I can charge my cleaning fee on Airbnb and it doesn't come out of my money. But bitch, you can't make nowhere $500 a day on no job. We got to start paying you hourly. We giving you too much work. It was okay when you was just doing 1 house every week or 1 or 2 houses a week, but now you're doing 4 or 5 a day. No, I could just have my own cleaning company and I pay $20 an hour and I'm still not paying you as much as I'm paying you. That's the perk of being an Airbnb owner. You get to make money off the cleaning fee. You've organized that. You've orchestrated that in your business. So that's a lick for your business. I'm good at doing hair, so I can sell wigs for higher than a person can sell wigs. That's a lick within my business. It's so many people eating out of their business because they know the ins and outs. They know the science behind it. They know the trickery behind it. They know where to get all the cheap food at for the restaurant. They know they got their network established with their cleaners, with their cookers, with their chefs, with their linemen, with their barbacks. It's gravy. They put the play together. They put the play down. That's all you got to do. You got to start looking at everything like the drug game. If you only know drug dealers and stuff like that, start taking game from everywhere you can take game from. You know, you don't got to believe everything a person say, but just start taking heed for what they saying, because some of y'all have heard people say Airbnb 3 or 4 or 5 times. And it's just like, you going to finally do it now because you had to hear it 4 or 5 times. Imagine if you start hearing stuff only 1 time and start doing it. You will have a lot more under your belt, correct? Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Yes, you correct.
Correct.
Period. Like, I never seen a millionaire say they talked me out of getting my money, or I didn't like, or you will see people say, "Dang, I slept on that deal. I was supposed to do that, not think twice about it." You will say that, but it kicks you. It's like kicking your foot in your mouth. That's some bullshit. Like, I don't want to do that. So now get you some reliable people to where if they say some shit, you better believe it. Like, when I'm talking to my boyfriend on the phone and he say some stuff, I better believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I understand, Coach. I'm taking notes.
yeah, like, you don't have to hear it no many more times because you know, like it's doable. There's a reason why people are doing it out of state, doing it in different states, because it's really that easy. It's like the easiest money I ever made. I'm only seeing a bunch more of it because I have more than one. I'm not seeing that much off of one. Even the properties that we got that are owned, not leased, because the only lease is California. You know, that's still, you know, way more than you will be getting than rent. And you'll be getting rent $800, $700 a month, $900 a month, $1,000. Very rarely do you see people paying $1,000 in rent. The smart people, the smart landlords got their people paying $1,000 in rent because you can put it on Airbnb and charge people $100 a day and make $3,000 or something a month. It makes no sense. It's just like hotels charging $100 a day for rooms and it's not even a full house. But that's the hotel business. If you got buying a car, that's the car business. It's like, it's licks in every brand. It's licks in every business. You better get involved in the licks now. Here, a rubric. Here's a rubric to getting caught up for all the new. Like literally with y'all calendar, I want y'all to start putting on y'all calendar, have y'all a little personal planner, take it with y'all with a plan. Put how much money you made today. If it was at your job, calculate your hours, put how much money you made. If you know you need to be a millionaire, you know you need to be trying to get to 2,700 every day. You probably can't get to 2,700 every day, so you're gonna have to make up for that. Some days gotta be more than 2,700. You don't have to do hair, you don't have to do taxes, you don't have to do none makeup and all of that stuff. You can have Airbnbs. You can accumulate vending machines. I'm pinning that one to be featured. Right? Right? Because even if you got 10 Airbnbs,
Correct.
you're not making $3,000 a day unless you make $100 a day. Okay, so we aim to be a super host with Airbnb because now Airbnb is gonna push our algorithm to make sure our search, our listing pops up in the search. So it's booked over Dallas Beach. What's wrong? I'm getting off right in a minute too. He's playing Fortnite. If you're a super host, so all your listings are being booked and busy, you getting paid monthly in advance for that month because you already booked for the summer and all of that, then you are already making 100 a day times all of them Airbnbs you got. You're not making 3,000 a day, you're making that monthly. So on that one Airbnb, so you gotta just add that up. Like you gotta have at least 13 of them to be making $1,300 a day, charging $100 a day. But it's people who have that many Airbnbs. It's people who have 40 Airbnbs. It's people who have expensive ass Airbnbs, $1 million houses, and people are renting them for mastermind trainings and events and groups and villas when they go out of town and stuff like that. People are renting them, big families and stuff, rent them for, you know, reunions and stuff like that. So them people are eating well because they charging $5 bands a day, $1,000 a day to live here. But you got to think it's a big group splitting that. If it's 10 of us going in town and we had to pay $1,000 a day, we stayed for 10 days. Each of us only had to pay $1,000 for us to stay there. That's not nothing. To stay at a big, beautiful ass castle where you ain't never gonna stay at no more because you don't have a house like that and you out of town with your friends, you will pay $1,000 for that, right? That Airbnb host,
Exactly.
That Airbnb host got at least 100 people doing that, right? It's only 12 months out the year, right? Come on now, y'all are doing that. And you don't need no degree for Airbnb. You do not have to be certified, licensed yet. yet. So get in on shit when shit is going good. Get in on shit when shit is going good. That's all that I'm gonna say. And Don't be waiting to the last minute. Like a lot of people missed out on Bitcoin. A lot of people missed out on digital currency and things of that nature because they didn't get in while the Google was good. Not a verification process is harder. And that's even with the boutique sites. Some of them vendors for the boutique sites, they never used to ask you for your wholesaler code. Now they ask you for your wholesaler license code, and you gotta have your state number and all of that. People didn't get in while it was good. Now it's washed out. So now you gotta go through the extra ringers. That's all that be. The cat beating you, whatever they say, whatever that saying is, beating you to the punch. So yeah, I would definitely like to become super host and just really get dominated into the industries that I'm in, as far as Airbnb in Michigan and in wherever, California, out of state, wherever. It's always a new open market, but it's like just get established where you are and then you can move on to something else. Like I'm not gonna just try to get millions of Airbnbs. Like, no, I'm gonna cap out at some point, but I'm gonna cap out when I'm done with the money. I'm gonna just let it just go in autoplane. Like just go do what it's okay. I make 30K a month off Airbnbs. I want something bigger. And honestly, for me, and I can't really say that yet because I haven't got to the levels of wealth that I want to attain, but I'm satisfied. Just give me about 5 or 10 million. I'll be good. I'll fucking manage that shit. I'll have a blueprint.
Mama, I'm going out. You're just getting older.
I'll have a blueprint for my kids with that money. I won't spend it all in my lifetime and I'll be good. Anybody have any more questions? I'm gonna make one more post and then we're gonna wrap it up.
No, I don't have anything else. Everything else you said, everything. I'll be taking notes and everything is self-explanatory at this point.
Yeah, and it's really to stimulate your brain cells to get to thinking different, thinking a little higher. You know what I'm saying? You guys like how I'm multitasking?
I love it.
And
Love
get
it.
blood too at the same time. Okay.
Yeah. Did you guys do 2 surveys or just one?
I just did one. Do we need to do
I did the
two?
one. I got to do the other one.
The other one was to have feedback about the Airbnb replay. I need feedback.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I think I got one more question, but I don't want to feel like I'm asking.
You can put it back in there.
Girl, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I remember you talking about how you were gonna teach us how to do. You said something about like selling waters on eBay or something like that. Are we gonna get to that too?
Yes, we're gonna get to that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna start. So just like I just was why is this the new card? Okay. Just like I was just talking to you guys about accountability. We're gonna have a blueprint on paper. You get what I'm saying? So you can say, okay, I got this amount of bills I got to get caught up on. You'll know a budget for that. You know if you need to flip all your money in 1 or 2 times and then catch up on your bills. And then you will have a budget for your new passive investment ventures, right? So some people might not know what to do with their money. And as the coach, I'm going to say, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should consider this. Yes, we're going to tap into that for sure. A lot of it is just self-explanatory. Honestly, you just go make an eBay account and then go through their application and begin selling. It's really simple. Same with Amazon. You can just become an Amazon seller. With Amazon, it's a little bit more difficult. So at the hiring event, I'm getting me a person to just be Amazon. Because when I started Amazon, I had to learn just the business, countless hours of research, and just you had to create a barcode for all of your products. So if you was selling second generation AirPods and all of that stuff, you can't sell Apple products and stuff. Like you can't bootleg nobody's shit. So you had to get a barcode for that. Like they had to approve it. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Like you can learn how to do it yourself, but it's gonna be like starting a new job on some real stuff. So keep that in mind. But yes, definitely I'm gonna be asking people, what do you think you should do with your money? You should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. So I'm gonna be seeing what y'all want to do to create y'all passive income investments, and we're gonna be creating a blueprint. Each person is gonna be creating a blueprint for them to follow, because once the money comes, you're not gonna know what to do with it if you don't have a blueprint. You're gonna be back at square one, or just with a high credit card debt that you can't afford to pay because you didn't know what to do with your money. Right?
Right.
So definitely, I'll tell you guys that. I mean, honestly, if we start talking about it now, it's too much to grasp. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna remember. You're not even gonna start the process right now. It's not even gonna be fresh on the brain. So I'm gonna create a course or some type of replay or webinar for it, to where it's a product. Because no type of information that nobody knows on nothing can they have to create it into a item for you guys to show it to you or sell it to you. It can't just be everything poured out of my brain. You know what I'm saying? So and things, it's ways to teach, it's ways to relate a message. So it's just it's more stuff than one conversation.
I understand.
Yeah. That's one of the things you know that you want to do. Definitely, guys, start going to definitely start going to research.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't care how long it takes to get it out, but oh, that's what I wanted to do. I keep getting distracted. It's the last thing. So yeah, can somebody go into Discord, the general tab, and try to click the second survey, like the longer link, and try to see if you can click on it. I want to make sure that that's a working link, because I need y'all to give me some feedback for the replay, some honest feedback, please. And I wanted to show y'all one thing. Somebody go in Discord and see if you can. Oh, and Demetria, I had a second part to your question, because you were saying about building a team. One little quick thing I'm gonna go through and show y'all. This is gonna be vital in the replay tab, especially for some of the service provider members. Like if they not on here now, but for them to catch up on there. And people were like sending me messages saying that they wasn't gonna be able to get on the meeting, and that's fine. Like I'm not expecting perfect attendance on the meeting. Like I know everybody got lives and stuff like that, but obviously I don't want to sit on here and talk to a blank camera. But I understand people have to get caught up on their spare time. I was looking for a letter from Sam Jr. to show y'all. Hold on. Y'all can talk though. I still hear y'all. I still want to see that does that link work that I shared to y'all on Discord? It was two links. One of them was for the just overall review about the group, and one of them was for a review about the Airbnb. I just made all of that mess, but it's right here.
I'm about to take it for you, Jada.
Okay. But yeah, legally the credit bureaus, they have to notify you guys in writing when they make changes to your credit. So keep all of these things, keep all of these mails and stuff that they send you. Like if they cleared your name up, if they deleted something off your credit report, like keep all of that stuff. It's usually from, you know, the name of the bureau that it was. So keep all of that stuff. I'm gonna put the links to that in here. The surveys. I don't care how long it takes to get an update. What you say, babe? No. And so can you guys, I'm about to make a post in the Facebook group. I want you guys to make a post similar to this. And I want you guys to make a post similar to the one that I'm about to make. And also screenshot your signatures. Dallas, be quiet. Also screenshot your signatures that we made, the professional signatures, and I want you guys to put them in the chat, like put them in the Facebook. So if anybody want to get in contact with somebody or whatever, they can, and just to showcase your progress and show what you did, you know, and it might encourage somebody else to do it if they haven't got theirs done. So do that for me tonight or whenever you guys can, okay?
The links still work. I just can't log into my Google account right now, but it does work.
Okay. I'm airdropping some things. I'm airdropping some things.
What things? I wanna know what things you gotta do.
Baby, don't come here. Go back in there. I'm not even playing. You're gonna get in trouble for what you did yesterday. Go back in there. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to airdrop some stuff to put on Facebook. Somebody just said, can I use a Chase card? Like, ain't that already a credit card you can use anywhere? Am I slow or is it y'all? Close the refrigerator, son.
I don't think you should question.
I'm not gonna say nothing. But it just popped up across my phone. They was like, can I use a Chase card? But if you have a Chase credit card, you can use it anywhere already. This was like your store cards, because a lot of people got limits at stores that they don't want. You know what I'm saying?
Some people also don't know that they can liquidate their credit cards too.
Exactly, they don't. Can you get out of there, please? Now. Get down. I will get whatever you want me to get for you when I get done. I'm about to be done. Hold on, and I'm just happy that I got a private group because I can say things that I don't want to normally say on Instagram. Because I'm not going to be telling people just everything about credit and stuff like that. Understand credit is a very sensitive topic, and people who don't have credit and don't get it and don't understand, you know, those people are naysayers. So you're subject to all type of whiplash and ricochet when you try to talk about personal topic items and sensitive content. So I'm not gonna be just preaching. It's gonna be like little hints. So you're gonna have to know the language. But on the Facebook group, in our private group and stuff, I can.
Jada, do you know how long after? Okay, so I made my first purchase today with Quill, which is one of the net 30s. And I don't know how long after I make my first purchase when they'll be allowing me to apply for the net 30 account.
You can get more than that 30s account right now. Go to Shirtsy, Quill, Uline.
Oh, I know. Yep, I got Uline. I have Shirtsy account, office supplies, but I was just curious, like, if some of them you got to make your first purchase and then you become eligible, you know, to apply for the net 30 after that. Because on Quill, it didn't say nothing about the net 30 or pay by invoice at the checkout.
You probably should call customer service because I think I had to call customer service and I had them set it up.
Okay.
Okay.
I had the same issue at first on mine, but it was because my total wasn't over $100. When I went back and I changed it to 100, everything went through fine. But I'm having issues with tracking my stuff now because I got a confirmation number that the order went through last week, but then I go back to my my order history and it's not appearing, and I did the order 2 times. But the option for paying by invoice that net 30 was there when I did it over $100. So I'm not sure what's going on with their site.
I'm gonna call them because it was like $92. Dang, if I would have known that, I would have did 100.
Yeah, I didn't know until I started looking on YouTube about it.
50 for sure.
I was about to say mine used to be over 50, but I had my Quill account for 2 years, so they must have changed it. But yeah, I would just call.
Okay.
Jada, I'm about to join the Facebook group because I didn't join yet.
Okay, I'm gonna accept you.
Okay.
How many inquiries y'all got on everything on each bureau?
I got more than 3, and I'm trying to get rid of them. That's the one thing I wanted to ask you, how to get rid of those.
That tells me you have not watched the previous replay.
Let me watch the video. All right, I'm good.
It's replays. Like, am I right, y'all? Like, who can tell her? Then I'll answer your question too. I'm sorry. I'm a jokester, so you guys.
No. I should have watched the video.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Can anybody help her out? So basically, you want to call each of the bureaus. So it's in Discord in general, and when you add Facebook, it's right here in the feature tab. So I'm going to show you. Hold on. Let me just write.
Okay.
Let me write this because you know if you talk while you typing, it's start talking with typing what you're talking.
I did call them for my name change so it could just be one name on it. I did do that.
Okay.
And one address.
That's the same thing you do for your inquiry. You're gonna get connected to the fraud the fraud department or the consumer affairs. What is that, Dallas? Oh, you're gonna get connected to the consumer affairs department or the fraud department. Let them know you've reviewed your credit report again and you've noticed that there's some inaccuracies on your credit report that you had not noticed. You just noticed them. You're trying to buy a house. You're trying to do things like tell them a sob story and how this is affecting your buying power. It would dispute them as fraudulent. The thing about it is that accounts that you already have in your name that are your accounts and they're posting to your credit report, they're going to give you a harder time to remove them. But you know, it's proven theory. I've done it for myself. I've done it for other people that sometimes when you have the right reports filed, those CFPB reports, the FTC report, and you've mailed it to them, you've emailed it to them, you faxed it to them, you have to fax Equifax and their numbers in Discord, and you have to, like, they'll just remove them for you. Even you have associated with accounts, but I tell people don't dispute the ones you have associated with accounts because it's going to close your credit card. If you have a credit card with them, and sometimes you need that history. Or you need that credit card. If you have your credit card, you have to have at least 30 accounts open to get a 850 credit score. So don't dispute things that you already have, but I've seen where you have disputed and it came off your credit, but then they re-put it back on your credit as a new account. So in that time where they re-putting it back on your credit, you don't have that debt. You don't have that account. So that might hurt your score if you don't have that many accounts and that's taking one away, or it might pick your score up if you have a lot of debt, you have a lot of accounts and now that's deleted and now that's like lesser accounts, lesser inquiries, lesser. So it just depends. And maybe that was a negative account. That's probably account with a negative balance anywhere, high balance. That's why you're trying to delete it. So it really depends. Just start off with deleting everything you got declined for because that stuff can fall off no problem. So yeah, just call them and TransUnion. Experian you're gonna be able to do over the phone. TransUnion you might be. It depends on who you get on the phone. All of them you might. Experian for sure you can do. Those are the nicest, best people in the world. I love them good folks. But
we'll call them tomorrow.
Might be able to. They might want you to send in the FTC report. Equifax for sure gonna want you to send in the FTC report. But if you get them enough sob story, you never know. It's when you get on the phone, guys. You might get a person that's nice today. She hit the lottery. She got some good dick last night. She's good. But then you might get who's a bitch. Their daddy died. They broke. They don't even want to be at work. So if those people are giving you bad vibes, get off the phone with them. And call back and do somebody else. Like I've heard people say, yeah, I called the next day and I got it off. And you know, they was giving me a hard time. So it's just about being consistent. It's about being aggressive. That's all I'm really doing when I'm cleaning your credit. Like I'm sending in the right reports. I'm sending in the right laws. It's the way I word it. I'm real good at writing and wording and shit like that. It's my vocabulary. I'm sounding like I know what I'm talking about because I've educated myself on the laws. I've broken the shit down to them. I also have my sympathy. I come from a sympathetic standpoint, wanting them to sympathize with me. You know what I'm saying? I know. So it's just like, you got to have tactics. You got to have tactics. Keep calling them, keep being aggressive, and then they will come off eventually for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's your job as the consumer to make sure that your credit is being reflected properly and accurately. It's the credit report's job to report inaccuracies and negative markings to your credit report. They get paid by creditors and collected, like they get paid to do these things. All of these things that we're opting into, rent reporters and renttrack.com. Oh, let me post that too, because I added that. So that's motivation. That's gonna be the last thing that I post. So I want you guys to make posts like this. When your name changes, letters come in and things like that, you get credit cards, make posts like this. You guys see what I've done. I'll be posting more momentum in the group, but I want you guys, everybody, to at least post something in the group like this week. Is that okay? And I'm gonna post trade lines opportunities in the group, so you guys can get an idea of what trade lines cost and try to buy some for yourself and all of that.
Now we won't be eligible for the trade lines until our credit is clean, right?
Right. We're gonna get you trade lines after your credit and everything is ready for trade lines, and then yeah. So, but you'll have an idea of what they cost and like how they're set up. What's the utilization? What's the, based off this price, how many years history you get, blah, 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 blah. Dallas, do not eat all that ice cream. Bring it back down here. You heard what I said, and you got the TV on. So this gonna be, I'm gonna make one more. I don't care. You're not about to eat it all. Like I'm about to say on this one, who's ready to start building business credit? And you guys could, post back. Me. I'm getting net 30s already. I'm just doing this, What is this typing thing? That is the culture for Facebook. Y'all understand? This is an active-based group. You got to be active in this group. You can't just be, you're held accountable for the token in which you serve the group. So you have to be accountable and you need to be active. Like, folks are gonna start getting kicked out. You're not even active. And then when you come in the group, you're just asking a bunch of questions because you're not active. I'm not talking about anybody here, but I'm just saying, if that's in 2 or 3, 4 months, it's just like, what's going on? Like, we're not gonna be explaining everything we done and you not getting caught up, sis or bro or whatever, because you want to just tap back in. Now you feel like you can just owe us all these questions because you've paid your membership and you are entitled to this. Like, no, you gotta catch up on the replays. Like, do you guys know who that lady Trishana is on Instagram?
Girl, let me tell you, I've been hip to Trishana, Ellie, and Sierra before they even got big. I was on one of their free Zoom calls last year, and I cannot believe how big they are.
Girl, yes, me too. Who's ready to start? Yes, me too. And I'm in her $20 a month Gumroad Discord community, right? Who's ready to start securing lines of credit? I'm about to show y'all. Literally, y'all can see my screen still, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All of the mentorships I'm in. This Trishana's right here, the Blueprint Connect. See, I'm asking my questions. So someone sent me the link to Trishana's fun class from last night, 7 p.m. So did anybody respond? I did. This why I said email, but no, so I'll try it. That's weird. Try to go to the email. Trying for the shoe. But her shit is so hard to follow. Her shit is so hard to follow. She don't ever really pop in. She got the class schedule. I got to put my April class schedule on there. I like how she changed it. She make this on Canva. I'm actually about to make one on Canva real quick. So I'm on my computer. What time is it? It's still 6. I got to go to Home Depot. But look, y'all. She got all her class replays in there. She talk about fashion study hall. So I'm building it up. Like, and her shit is very hard to follow. And she pop in and say, oh, class tonight. Sometimes she repost her replay. Sometimes she don't. So you cannot just think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to just jump, it'd be so many people like, can I stop getting this subscription? Like, stop charging me $20. And they be like, you need to opt out, unsubscribe. Like, what the fuck? Unsubscribe to the group. We don't care. They be trying to basically say that to be an asshole. And it's like, okay, we don't care. You can opt out. Like, this information is for who wants it. But it's so much information in her group. I haven't caught up on 30% of it. 30% of it. So the group is what you make it. So that's why I'm telling y'all, engage in the Facebook, do all of that stuff, because the group is what you make it. But eventually, like, I don't want to, well, I'm not going to say don't, but her platform is, I mean, it could be way more resourceful, that group, if she really, like, she going to get a lot of people that's opting out. She just accepting all these people. But I mean, everybody got to do their part. Like, she's not holding nobody's hand. It's $20 a month. Like, deal with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't dare try to complain to her or say anything wrong to her. Like, it's $20 a month. Like, you got to figure out how to navigate around it. And she got group admins, so when I want something, I can just write one of them, like, and get it. But you got to be active. You didn't even come to class. Like, now you bugging us about the replay for $20 a month. Like, girl, get the fuck on. That's what they can really say. Like, leave the group. Like, but I don't want to make them, like, you got to keep all your relationships good with people, like all of them. You don't want to get into it with your potential coach. You might get to that level one day and this person might be like, dang, I want to use you. Like, I knew you when you was shooting in the gym and this and that. And so it's just a lot. How many days in this month, guys? 30, right?
30.
Yes, 30.
Okay. Actually, do you guys see how I'm using Canva? Do you guys see how I'm using Canva?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So make sure the first fell on a Friday, and today is the 13th. So this is Wednesday. Is this right? Did the first fall on the 13th? I mean, did the first fall on a Friday?
Yes, it did.
Oh, and then real quick, I got some notes for my hiring event I want to go through with y'all real quick. It's not finalized and it's a bunch of information and it's very, very valuable. So just be quiet, don't ask no questions. And I'm not breaking it really down in this Zoom because this Zoom is over. But the people who know, who got service businesses or who learning how to start a company, transition a small Black-owned business to a company, you're gonna want to hear this, because this is how you're gonna have to structure your business plan on paper. You're gonna have to structure your business plan on paper like this. I want to see who are on here. Hold on. Okay. Giovanni Hair Company hiring event in detail. April 30th, 2022. January, I mean, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Training manuals, virtual, 3-ring binder, logo, company over, blah, blah, blah. So in the 3-ring binder is gonna be the company over, the motto, the objective, the isms. Isms are like company mottos or things your company goes by. Like when I worked at Quicken Loans, an ism was we eat our own dog food. And what that means is I'm gonna hire your referral over somebody else's referral because we eat our own dog food. I'm gonna take your word for it. And it's like kind of like seniority, like a fraternity or something like that. Like we have a tie together. That's an ism. Like having things like that. So I'll talk about my isms. One of my isms for Giovanni Hair Company, the rebrand, is that Jada doesn't pay you, the customer pays you. So meaning like, you know, don't try to think about my money or if you think I got money or anything like that. You're working here, the customer is paying you. So you need to be nice to customers. Company creed, what we expect, what we offer, what can you offer? Opportunity for growth. So eventually my business is built up on paper. I got millions and millions of debt. I got unlimited funding. I can go do anything. I'm going to be looking for opportunities into my hair brand where I can say, you go work our Miami store. I'm going to take our startup money and get a lease in Miami. I'm going to take our startup money and get a lease in California. I'm going to need people who are willing to grow in the company. Kind of like how Madam C.J. Walker did. She got her own stores in different cities and states and stuff like that. And she gave out opportunity for growth in her company. A lot of big companies will send people out of town to work different companies. That's growing their company. Things to expect, bonuses, incentives, interview questions to be announced, add questions. This was like what me and my team went over. Segment, invite to a private room, interview portion, light refreshments, wine, location, and then it got the address, pay, Monday through Wednesday, $10 to $15 an hour, compliance work. So this is like my assignment that I assigned to y'all. Write everything down on one side of the paper, what everything you do in your business, and then write everything down that you want to delegate. So this is like my way of delegating. So it's not broken down to everything that I do in my business. What I'm delegating is kind of like I'm going to go over the positions that I'm hiring. So on Monday through Wednesday, we're doing $10 to $15 an hour compliance work, training on bleaching the knots, plucking, styling, wig maker. Then I got my proposals of how much I'm gonna send my wig makers, the vendors. So we need a customer service department and a receptionist. They are working Monday through Saturday. Monday through Wednesday is $10 to $15 per hour. That's going to be dependent on like experience and all of that, what range they'll fall in. Emails, Wix, trained to create email blasts, training people, watching performance measures, text message marketing, email marketing, complaints, text message, picking up calls, answering calls, job forms, surveys, calling and following up with our customer about past purchases, opting them into future sales. This is all the customer service rep and receptionist job gonna be doing. Hold on. Hello? Who is this? Hey, how you doing? I can't talk right now because I'm doing a meeting. Can I call you right back? All right. Okay. Rating, last purchases, inviting back for complimentary services, online YouTube tutorials. So we might have some new wigs in. The customer service people can make tutorials for customer service or how to contact us. They can make a reel or whatever. Monthly DIY classes, they're going to be organizing those, incentives, warranty on products, creating wig budgets, hair products and inventory counts. That's what they're going to be doing. The marketing department is going to be 1 to 2 employees at $10 to $15 per hour. They can be remote, works directly with Jada, website up to date, changing themes for holidays, changing banners, changing prices, changing product shots, CANVA, blogs, public relations, sending out PR packages of new products, reaching out to other blogs in the Shade Room, HollywoodUnlocked.com, creating buzz, utilizing Dubsado, photo shoots, and then I got my different graphic designers I want to work with and different photographers, contacting photographers, photography team, then they're listed, content creation day, reels, product shots, photo shoots, Google ads, postcards, coupons, brochures, researching new tools and technologies for clock-in software, how much product is being sold per person, evaluating their performance measures. And then billboards, collaborations, partnerships. Social media team, 1 to 2 employees, $15 an hour, remote. Social media team, TikToks, Instagram Reel, plan post for the month. DM responses, 24 to 48 hours. Responsible for, I got all my pages that I want them to handle. Organizing Dropbox accounts, content to pull from for marketing team, putting that in folders, organizing email accounts, or organizing email accounts was in customer service. I had to make a note to move that. Organizing social media platform, view shop page, updating and changing view shop page, sale pricing setup, organizing the shop pages on Instagram. Executive personal assistant, 1 employee, $20 per hour, very seasoned. Photo shoot assistant as needed, organize photo shoot preparation, pack, transport, and leaving photo shoot. Take pictures on content day, travel required, corresponding with Jada daily, marketing goals, goal meetings, monthly, daily, weekly huddles with team at salon and exterior team. Requirements review with Jada daily, YouTube assisting setup, self-content, lighting, background, holding camera for live, setting up Zoom meetings, contact person for all departments, running errands. That's the executive personal assistant. HR department, 1 employee, to be determined upfront salary. So the person that is my go-to wig maker, because I trained her how to make wigs and she's real good, I'm sending her a proposal. The person that is my HR department, I'm sending her a proposal. I'm going to use my business credit to pay them for 6 months or a year. Like my HR person, I'm trying to get her 15,000 because it's so much that she got to do, but that's going to be her salary for 6 months. If we make a projected this, and if we make our projected what I wanted to make this year, we're going to give her this. That's in her contract. HR department, 1 employee, to be determined upfront salary, so she can negotiate with me. She's already a career woman. That's a 7-figure woman. She was a client of mine and we got a real close relationship. That's why I said establish your network. Your team is already probably close to you. You just haven't evaluated or utilized those counterparts. But if you get to talking to people that understand money and that make sense of it, they'll be like, yeah, I'll do this for you for extra 15,000 a year or extra 30,000 a year if y'all hit y'all goal. So you might already have a team that you can kind of put together or got it right in front of you, or you just gotta weed it out. But the HR employee, she's gonna be handling payroll, W-9 filing, background checks, hiring and firing, hiring and training, educates the client on glue, lace band moves. She put that right there. Staff check-in, pool of employees, monthly check-in. So we're gonna have a high turnover rate. So we're gonna keep our employees willing to kind of come apply, and sending them, you know, complimentary playlists and just complimentary happy Easters and stuff like that, just to get them to feel like, oh, I still work for her. Job forms, surveys, Google email champ system for events, software, spyware for breaches of security, daily tasks, team meetings, weekly huddles, sending proposals out, legal team, organizing with legal team, access damage control, access dispute control, overuse of products and damage. So people, staff members that's working at the shop, they might be using too much shampoo, they might be using too much conditioner, they might be, you know, taking too long. She's gonna oversee all of that and evaluate all of that. Training for repair, so if they fuck up on a wig or over bleach the knots, like how do you fix this? Or quality control, that would be deducted from your pay because you like cost the company money. Inventory checks, damage control, payroll deduction, overplug, over bleach damages, payroll deduction, working off labor 3 to 4 times, discipline up to release. Okay, so yeah, you only get a few times to mess up, like on messing up the product before you get terminated. 2 weeks in the hole, rate reduced, $50 per day, HR rep, inventory, daily, legal team. And then it's just the prices, like it's just kind of like what we're gonna be charging for services, the commission rates and all of that. But this is Hold on, wait. It's one more team. Our YouTube department, our community department, and this, I learned this project for delegation from Trishana's group. She had us do this. YouTube department, executive assistant, community department, 1 to 2 employees, $10 per hour, remote part-time, can manage this for Facebook community retreats like skating parties, nonprofit events, launch pads, private groups, YouTube department, product development, product placement, mentorship, teaching, identity, IQ, affiliation, and affiliation growth. Yes. So that is like a lot of stuff that I'm not gonna have to delegate no more once I already plan out what I want them to work on, give them real performance measures, and just have a system for evaluating that, and already like just know how I'm gonna pay them just to make it go around, because I don't have to just think about me doing so much here to be able to pay them no more. I can just roll out and just make sure I meet my quota for what I needed to do for it to make sense. I'm doing that first because I'm not doing this to make the same exact money that I started with. I'm gonna do the math first. If I already want to add in this amount of money, that's what I'm doing. Do y'all understand that? Because we got to get off because it's starting to jump. I forgot Zoom only let you be on so long. The type of account I got. Like, would you say? Like, ooh, my internet connection is unstable, and I really want to say this. Oh, shit. Can you guys hear me? Hey, can y'all hear me?
Barely, girl. You was going in and out.
The whole time?
Yeah, we can going in and it was going in and out.
But did you guys hear what I was saying about delegation? Be quiet. Did y'all hear what I was saying about delegation though? Hello? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear.
Which
I said, but for the most part, y'all heard a little bit of like building a team and what they're gonna be doing on a corporate level.
right.
Not just pop
Yeah.
shop. So that's all.
Yeah.
That was all the stuff that I was trying to do in my business, and I was driving myself crazy. And that's why I couldn't get to the next level. You about to get a whooping. I said, bye. You're touching my stuff. You got chocolate on your hands. I'm literally getting off now. So it's a lot to think about. I will save this replay. I am about to end our call now. So I want you guys to have a good night. It was rainy today in Michigan, so I don't know where y'all at, but have a good night. Stay motivated, guys. It's a lot to think about, a lot to process.
Okay, have a good night, Jada.
Have a good night, y'all.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.